Oh,
that I didn't quite get, and that's Tom Ryan poking the bear. And Tom Ryan says, interesting how NLI signed commitments, decommit, and then sign with another school right away. How can it be that they sign with another school when you're not allowed to talk to them because they're under an NLI?
mm-hmm.
And he couldn't have been any more
Wrong?
well. No, it couldn't have been any more obvious
Who he was talking about.
who he was talking about.
Right.
He was talking about Gary Steen decommitting from Pitt
Mm-hmm.
and committing to Penn State, announcing that he's going to go to Penn State.
What he was wrong about was the release time.
Now, I don't know. People have linked Keith Gavin, Luke Pletcher relationship with Tom Ryan, right? Gavin trained there for a couple years. Pletcher obviously wrestled under Tom Ryan. And they said, well, Tom must know something. He must have got information from the Pitt coaches that there was some tampering going on or whatever, right? And that's a perfectly plausible connection, connecting the dots to make. However, I tweeted, as soon as Tom tweeted this, I quote tweeted and said, Tom Shires fires shots at Cale, right? Because this is obviously who he's talking about. He's very obviously talking about Steen. Now, 2 seconds after so I tweeted that, but then I took it down because, not because I care, like, I didn't want Cale to think I was piling on. I didn't want Cale to think I was saying that Tom was right.
Correct.
Because the way I worded it was like,
Shots fired.
I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not pointing fingers. So I deleted it, but Steen's dad saw the tweet.
Mm-hmm.
Put it up, Josh. Steen's dad saw the tweet and immediately sent me this. There you go.
Which is his release.
That's his release.
With the date
and it says full release
in December.
Now, I don't know the timeline. I don't know exactly when it was. Well, you can see there it said November something.
I thought it was December.
Or December something.
Yeah.
December 18th or something.
Release request date was December 18th, 2020.
Right. So he requested it a month ago.
December 18th.
When he got it, I don't know, but it's clearly says there that the release was granted.
Mm-hmm.
So the kid has his release. I don't know. I don't think there's much funny business going on. I mean, obviously earlier in the process, he maybe had an offer from Penn State, you know.
Now, was he mad because he wasn't looking to go to Ohio State? Or is he just mad at the whole thing? I mean, everybody in the wrestling community knows it's a close-knit community. People know people, right?
But Tom Ryan is right in the sense that it's okay. In principle, how we have seen several times a kid come out and say, I decommitted from this school.
Mm-hmm.
And then within 3 days, he commits somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
We have even seen kids say, I would like to announce that I am not committed any longer to school X. I am going to school Y, which makes you think. We have seen, okay, Jaden Ironman.
Yeah.
Jaden Ironman said, I'm in the portal. Today's Monday. I'm in the portal. Today's Tuesday. I'm going to Iowa. Right? Come on. Right? It happens.
Didn't Campbell leave Pitt and go to Ohio State?
Yes.
Like immediately after NCAA?
Right after NCAAs.
Yeah.
Right?
So this happens. People know
happens.
people.
He's right in this. He's right that this happens. He's wrong if he's talking about Steen, and he is talking about Steen, so he's wrong. Because Steen obviously has his release.
Right.
So that's who's beefing.
That's who's beefing, yeah.